There's a level of simplicity that I've always appreciated about freelancing. Your time is directly correlated to the money that you make. So I think we can all agree that it's important to have your time allocated to the highest return on investment activities as possible. So, what I've done this week is I've actually created a freelancer hub Notion template for you. Pretty cool. It's simple, but it's broken up into three key parts of any freelance business, that being your clients, those client projects, and the task for those projects. Now you can see this is simple, but has some really valuable data that we'll have ChatGPT use to create a report card of our time allocation for things such as due date, the project, the client that it's associated to, status, priority, estimated time spent, and the hourly rate per those tasks, which is actually a relation to this projects table up here. Um, these tasks also pull in information from a relation property to our clients database here, which I've taken the time to throw some additional context in for. So, Acme Corporation here just has some notes you'll see relevant later on, but long term client since 2020, interested in expanding services next quarter. And you can see here Sunshine Healthcare, initial consultation completed, follow up about proposal next week. So they're a prospect, they're not a full customer just yet, or client, excuse me. But with all this valuable data, we can jump back into ChatGPT and ask it something like, hey, you're my personal business coach, review my freelancer hub, and give me a report card based on my time allocation as it relates to high and lower ROI tasks. I want to check for things like too much time spent on lower paying tasks and consider my time a finite resource. I want to spend this many hours per week and also directly reference any task projects and clients in your observations. So I was really happy with this example that ChatGPT gave me, and you should get a output such as this. But it really is a report card fashion, and this is maybe something you could do on a weekly basis, even every couple of day basis if you'd like, because it is valuable. It'll tell you things here such as, hey, you could actually unlock 5 to 10 or more hours a week for higher margin work by reassessing or eliminating certain tasks, things that it'll get into in more detail later on in this report card. But hey, B minus, not terrible, but definitely some room for improvement. So start from the top. We are allocating a good amount of time to some high ROI areas. And it specifically calls out Acme Corporation and Metro Financial Group, two of the clients that are found within our database here that we have an active project for. As you can see, when you look at the relation between tasks, client, and projects, it says, hey, great job. These are long term stable customers. And you can see here in this example, it's pulling in those notes that I mentioned earlier for Metro Financial, that there's a renewal coming up. So, hey, be sure to focus on this work. That'll be important when renewal conversations start to come up. Things such as higher priority projects. We provided our hourly rates per project here, but it's just saying anything over 75 feels like it's worth your time. Be sure to front load this work and give yourself uninterrupted focus blocks at the beginning of the week. I like that a lot. It hits on some other things that are working, but it also then breaks up into a medium ROI and a low ROI area and gets into detail. In the low ROI section, it says be aware of administrative and setup tasks. These tasks being below the 75 an hour recommended rate. Try to avoid these. Try to offload these. Maybe outsource. Find subcontractors for that. Your time can be better spent on higher return activities. I believe it's here in the medium ROI section where it talks about delegating some of these lower ROI tasks. But yeah, and then here at the end, it gives you a nice summary. Percent of your time that's allocated to high rate active projects or high return, medium, so on and so forth. So, and it gives you an action plan here at the bottom. Double down on work from these clients, cap time on prospect work such as Sunshine Healthcare, automate admin, really cool stuff. And it gives you a prompt to say, hey, when I was trying this earlier, it was suggesting, hey, would you like me to create some graphs? Would you like me to actually repeat this on a weekly basis and kind of redo this report card for you, because with ChatGPT 5 and some of the more agentic features that it has, if you have the pro subscription, ton of really cool things can be done there. But that's what I got for you this week. I've got a cool freelancer hub and a quick prompt to turn ChatGPT into your personal business coach. So hope you enjoyed it. This will be the last of the ChatGPT Notion mini series, and I got some more cool stuff coming for you soon. Cheers.